Now look around. Everyone has already begun to settle in. You reach back to his book and Natsuko wanders back into the closet.
Hey, Hallie. I'm gonna go grab some supplies from another classroom. Come with me?
And what are the supplies for?
To make posters and stuff for the festival. We're looking for crayons, markers, glue, stickers.
Crayons and glue stickers? Or glue sticks, rather, is what it said.
Did it say glue sticks before, too? I'm stupid, don't mind me. I'm losing my marbles.
Are we trying to target creative 7-year-olds for our event? Are we gonna throw together some macaroni pictures, too?
Smarty pants. You coming with me or not?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Great. Hey, Mateo. We'll be back soon.
Is that so?
Don't you think Hallie would benefit from spending some time in here reading instead? I'm sure I could find her something productive to do. In fact,
Mateo grins at me.
Maybe she'd like to help me with some things today. I think that would be best.
What the? Mateo wants to spend time with me? I can feel my stomach tighten again. I don't know what's going into him today. Maybe he finally sees that I'm taking this club seriously. Whatever the case may be, I'm pretty curious to see where this is going. I glance over pleadingly at Satori. Come on, man, let me see what this jerk has planned for me. But his expression changes. He narrows his eyes as he steps closer to Mateo.
Well, with all due respect, Mr. President, I wasn't exactly asking your permission.
I stare wide at Satori. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Testosterone seems to fill the air as the two of them face off. Satori maintains his cold stare. To my surprise, Mateo is the first to timidly look away.
All right, fair enough. It was only a suggestion, anyway.
Come on, Hallie, let's go.
Don't forget the poster paper.
Mateo hisses that as Satori walks out of the room. I follow quietly. Once outside, Satori walks several feet before stopping and covering his face with his hand. I quickly trot to his side. Hey, Satori! You wanna maybe tell me what that was about? He shakes his head. I start to worry.
Oh, I'm so sorry I had to do that.
Well, what do you mean?
I could tell you wanted to spend time with Mateo. I'm really sorry I had to ruin that for you, but I need your help.
Oh, well, hey, if you need help, I'm always here for you. Forget about Mateo. What do you need from me, buddy?
You're the best, Hallie.
The thing is, Satori looks around suspiciously. Is he trying to make sure no one is listening? He leans in and whispers.
I forgot to write a poem last night.
What? Again? Oh, for goodness sake, Satori.
Hey, I was kind of preoccupied playing video games with you last night. And what about your poem? I know you didn't do it last night either.
True, but I at least had the foresight to do it during lunch. Why didn't you?
Well, I guess I didn't think of it. Well, that's just great. So, I'll do it again.
So, while you're busy throwing together a poem, I'll be the one looking for supplies.
That's the plan. You're not mad at me, are you?
Sigh, of course not. I'm just glad you're okay. Your freak out back there had me a little concerned.
I'm sorry. That did get a little more intense than it should have. I'm not sure why, but something about how he said that. It made me want to punch him in the face.
I'm a little relieved to hear that I wasn't imagining the high tension between Satori and Mateo a few minutes ago. There definitely seemed to be more to that than just the excuse to get me out of the room to help him. That sudden spike of aggression, though. It's okay, Satori, I want to punch him in the face, too. He gives me a little smirk. Curious as I may be, I decided it's best to let it go. Whatever happened back there was probably just a guy thing. What are we even doing for the festival, anyway? I mean, how do you make an event for literature?
Oh, don't worry. Mateo and I have everything planned out.
We're doing a poetry performance.
A performance? Like reciting poetry in front of people?
Exactly. We're all going to take turns on stage reading our favorite poems to everyone.
Wow, that sounds mind-numbingly boring. Whoa, partner. That kind of excitement sounds like too much for people to handle. I mean, we don't want to distract from the other events at the festival, you know.
Okay, first of all, no one thinks you're funny. And secondly, you're not looking at this the right way at all. We're not just reading the poems. We're performing them. So you gotta read the lines like, above my head, the last remaining star beckons to me. I reach up and pluck it from the curtain of the night. I hold the glowing gem to my chest, absorbing its brilliant light. The consequences of my selfish act soon become clear to me. For now, the sky has lost all of its dazzling stones. The moon, once surrounded by her children, now floats all alone. And the world is shrouded in darkness because of me. Like that.
Well, you swayed me, Shakespeare. When you perform it that way, it's guaranteed to only put half our audience to sleep.
Oh, shut up. You're so uncultured.
Come on, man. I can't take you seriously when you talk like that. I mean, it's awesome that you've got so much passion for this. It just feels weird because I'm not used to seeing this side of you. I didn't even know you liked poetry. So hearing you sound so articulate, well, it's kind of attractive.
Don't say things like that. It's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job.
You are, and you're right. I am uncultured. But who knows, maybe the festival will change that.
Yeah, I'll make sure the festival changes us both for the better. Hey, look, one of your favorite rooms.
Satori stops in front of one of the empty detention rooms. I look away with a scowl. He chuckles in amusement as he peeks through the window.
Well, it doesn't look like your blazer is in here.
Of course not. I have it right. Crap! Once again, my blazer is absent from my waist.
Maybe you should learn to tie a proper knot.
Maybe you should learn to shut up. Satori giggles once again.
Wow, so mature are you. Come on, dummy, let's go.
The two of us enter the room. Classroom, even. Satori wastes no time grabbing a blank sheet of paper from the closet and a pen from his pocket.
Alright, I'm gonna get started on the poem. You ransack the closet.
Aye, aye, Captain. I start poking around in the closet. I spot a full box of crayons and pull them down from the shelf. The box is a little heavier than I anticipated. Once the shelf is not longer supporting it, the box slips through my fingers. I fumble, attempting to catch it with my other hand. My fingers grip too late and the box bounces off my open palm. A poor attempt to catch it again with my other hand just knocks it further from me. The box loudly crashes to the ground and the crayons roll in all directions. Shit!
Hey, what are you doing?
I quickly look up at Satori, trying to be cool. What? Nothing. What are you doing?
What am I? You know I'm trying to write this poem.
So write your poem. No one's stopping you. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. Do your thing and I'll do mine. Quit making things weird. Jeez. Smooth. Satori looks at me suspiciously for a few moments before slowly bringing his attention back to his poem. As soon as his head is down, I drop to my knees and begin quickly scooping up the crayons, dumping them haphazardly into the box. The fall caused some of the crayons to break. By the time I'm finished, the box is bursting from the seams and the top no longer closes. The crayons poke out of the top and sides. I place the overflowing box on a desk. There we go. Good as dead. I go back in the closet and start searching for the rest of the supplies. Alright, I'm pretty sure I found everything. Crayons, markers, glue sticks, poster paper. I even found some little bottles of glitter. I can imagine a festival poster can be made with this stuff. I'm sure the local second graders will be very impressed. Hey Satori, I got all the stuff. You done yet?
Just 1 second. There.
Satori holds up his poem, looking it over with a whimsical smile.
Perfect. The best poem ever, just like I said it would be.
Sweet, let's run or see it. I walk over and reach for the poem, but Satori quickly pulls it away. He holds it high above his head. Hey, what's the deal?
You can't see it yet. You have to wait until we share our poems in the club.
Are you serious?
I sure am. It wouldn't be fair to the others.
Fine. You're such a goody-goody. Here. I take the supplies, markers, crayons, glue sticks, and glitter bottles folded in the poster paper, put them into a box, and thrust it into Satori's torso. He quickly supports it with both arms. His fingers clutch his poem beneath the load. Now, when we get to the clubroom, I'll distract everyone while you take the stuff to your desk. Slip the poem into your bag while they're not looking, okay?
Ah, good idea, Hallie.
It's the only guide I have.
Debatable.
Oh, what do you know? Let's just go before they come looking for us. We exit the classroom.
Hey, Hallie.
Yeah?
You know, this kind of takes me back to when we were kids. Remember? I followed you everywhere and did everything you said. You'd get us into all kinds of trouble. But you always seem to be able to talk your way out of it. You're so clever and quick-witted. I've always admired that about you. I used to wish I could be just like you. And to be honest, I still kind of do. You're the most clever person I've ever known. Even now, all these years later, you're still coming up with plans to get me out of the trouble you got me into in the first place.
I blush a little at the sentiment of the memories. Satori, I know it's sappy, but...
I know it's sappy, but I'm really glad we're still best friends. I hope nothing ever changes that, you know? I don't want anything about our friendship to change.
Really? I'm the exact opposite. I look forward to change.
Huh? But why?
Because everything grows, Satori. Just like us. Every day I feel like our bond grows stronger. Our loyalty to each other grows stronger. Our trust. Don't you think? Are we not even closer now than ever?
I guess so, yeah.
So you see, our friendship is constantly changing. It only gets deeper and deeper with each passing season. With each rotation of the Earth and with each trip around the Sun. In fact, the only thing I wouldn't change is the inevitability that everything will change.
Hallie, that's so poetic. Maybe you should write it down and share it with the club.
No, it's not for them. Some poems are just for you and me. Satori suddenly looks at me in a way he never has before. I smile and look away, but I can still feel his gaze linger. I wonder if something changed just now. We walk back to the club room the rest of the way in silence. We're back.
That took longer than anticipated. I hope you found everything you'll need.
Sure did. Sorry it took so long. These teachers really need to learn to organize the stuff in their closets. I quickly make eye contact with Satori and shift my gaze to the back of the room. He picks up on my cue instantly.
I'm gonna go set this stuff in the back.
Don't trouble yourself, Satori. I'll take it from here.
Mateo suddenly reaches for the supplies. Satori gives me a worky look. Time for me to step in. I'll help too. I grab the flimsy crayon box. It's barely holding together. I give it a little squeeze. The box bursts at the seams and the crayons explode everywhere. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm such a clumsy idiot. I look at Satori and gesture for him to continue heading to the back of the room. He nods.
You help her clean up those... Yeah, clean those up, Mateo.
Right.
Mateo sinks to his knees and starts picking up the crayons. I do the same. To my surprise, Natsuko and Yuri lay their books down and come help us. As the three of them busily scoop up crayons, I look over at Satori. He sets the supplies on his desk and inconspicuously slips his poem into his bag. He gives me another nod. Mission complete. I smile and continue helping the others collect the crayons. So Mateo, I know you didn't ask for it, but I also grabbed some bottles of glitter. I figure most people are attracted to shiny things anyway, so it should draw their attention to the posters. That might work, right?
That's true. Good idea, Hallie.
Those are the only kind she has.
Satori and I grin at each other knowingly. I guess we do make quite a team.
Alright, guys, are you ready to show your poems?
I guess I should go grab mine.
Who should I show it to first? Satori, of course. Wow, Hallie, I really loved your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this talent from me.
I'm glad you like them, but really I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good, both yesterday's and this one. Have you really never done this before?
You know I haven't. Anyway, you're literally the only one in the club who feels that way.
Come on, you're telling me that not even Not likes your poems?
Natsu thought my poems sucked last time. I can't really see him liking this one any better. Besides, I already know why you like them so much.
Eh? Why is that?
Because whenever I read my poems, I'm thinking about you.
Me? But why?
Why do you think? We're best friends. We spend a lot of time together. So much time, in fact, that I think we kind of know each other's thoughts sometimes. We have that kind of connection, you know.
Hallie, can I have this poem?
I give a little sigh and a soft chuckle. Of course you can, buddy. You can take it home once everyone else sees it.
Thank you. It really is a great poem, you know.
All right. No need to make me feel all special about it. I playfully push him. Let me see your poem now.
Fine. Here, I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will.
Sad thoughts. Give me that. I popped my scalp off the top of my head like the lid of a cookie jar. It's time to clean up in there. Happy thoughts and angry thoughts, all wriggling in the dark crevices of my mind. The happy thoughts are soft and warm. They rub against each other like a bundle of kittens. The angry thoughts are prickly to the touch. The prickles dig into my hand and dig into my head and become stuck. The angry thoughts are mean to the happy thoughts. They never get along. So I pluck out the happy thoughts. Since the angry thoughts are way too strong, I put the happy thoughts into bottles, where they stay safe and sound. I keep them all up on a shelf. For when my friends come into town, the angry thoughts get stronger. The prickles then grow longer. Angry thoughts, angry thoughts, angry thoughts. In my head they glow. The happy thoughts, they tingle. The numbers begin to dwindle. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. Night after night, more dreams. Dream after dream, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, searching all the nooks and crannies. The angry thoughts eventually die, but when they when they do, they become hard and cold. I don't like the way they feel. Sad thoughts, sad thoughts, sad thoughts, forever embedded in my mind. Dust settles in onto my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. I check my head, but find no more. My friends took or looked through my locked front door. I open the door, and in they come. Do they really want my bottles that bad? I pull them down from the shelf and give them to each one of my friends, each one of my bottles. But when I let the bottles go, they slip out of my hands and shatter on the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. Angry thoughts, angry thoughts, angry thoughts, banging on my door. Sad thoughts, sad thoughts, sad thoughts, eating at my core. My friends are yelling, pleading. My heart is pounding, bleeding. I want the angry thoughts to go away. I want the happy thoughts instead. But all I hear are the sad thoughts going, echo, 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 on repeat inside my head.
Holy crap. Satori, I can't believe you really wrote this.
Well, of course I did. You were there when I wrote it. I told you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever.
I look at the poem over and over again. I lower my eyebrows. This poem is beautiful, but also a bit concerning. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What happens when the cookie jar is empty?
What do you mean?
I look at the poem again. Each time I read it, I grow increasingly worried. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but I do feel the need to address my concern. I decided to choose my words carefully. Satori, I need you to promise me something.
Anything.
I need you to promise me that if your cookie jar ever runs out of happy thoughts, you need to tell me so that I can refill it. Will you do that for me?
Come on, don't read too much into it. It's just a poem.
There's a lot of feelings in this one. Feelings that make me think that maybe some of those happy thoughts should stay where they are instead of being put into bottles. Don't you think?
Okay, I get it. Geez, sometimes I think you worry about me too much.
Well, of course I do. You're a precious cinnamon bun who needs to be protected at all costs. I take immediate delight in embarrassing him.
Hey, I am not.
I can't help but giggle a little.
Geez, that's enough. Why do you always have to ruin our moments by saying something weird or dumb? Don't weird about it.
He says that, but he can't help but break into a small smile anyway. You love me for being dumb and weird. Admit it. He tries to hold back, but he finally relents and shows me a big smile.
Fine, you win.
In any case, you seem really passionate about your writing. I hold up his poem. It shows.
Well, I'm glad.
I look at the poem one more time before I hand it back to him so he can finish sharing it. Remember what I told you.
I will.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Oh, let's go Natsuko. Just write down the line like always.
Well, I can't say it's any worse than your last poem, but it's not really much better either.
Whatever guilt I was feeling for eating all his cookies has completely dissipated. Well, at least it's not a total train wreck, so that's good. You don't offer any compliments, but you sure do like to dish out the critique, don't you?
Haha, well, that's what it means to be a pro. Every critique I offer is based on my own experiences as a writer. Listen to my advice and maybe one day you'll be as good as I am.
Did he just take my critique of him as a compliment? Man, I just can't win with this kid.
Actually, you know what? This kind of reminds me of Satori's poem from yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Yep, but it's to be expected. You've been friends for so long that you're probably on the same wavelength. You're a lot alike, the two of you. Just a couple of dorks.
That's a fair assessment. I actually have no argument. He's right.
Well, I don't get it, but if it works for you, whatever. Anyway, here's my poem. Trevor likes dolls. So there's this guy who's in my class. Trevor is his name. While everyone else thinks he's cool, I think Trevor's lame. Although he does like comic books and can slam dunk a basketball, I found out that Trevor likes to play with Barbie dolls. It's hard to wrap my head around why he's got so many friends. They speak so highly of him and the praise never ends. Trevor this and Trevor that, from the classrooms to the halls. I wonder what they'd think of him if they knew about his dolls. One day Trevor came to me and he smiled at me fondly. I grimaced and I backed away because I didn't want his doll germs on me. But his intent was friendly and he invited me to the mall. I went to check out the babes while Trevor bought a doll. I do not care that Trevor's kind or that he has a brilliant mind. Holding open doors, cleaning spills from floors, helping feed the poor, ending all the wars. Shield your wives and hide your daughters, 'cause Mr. Perfect can walk on water. Yes, he's smart and sure he's fun. No, he's not hurting anyone. Well, I hate to burst your bubble and I hate to hurt your feelings, but I also hate that Trevor douche with every fiber of my being. Someday I'll break my silence about Trevor's love for dolls. I'm gonna let his secret out. I'm gonna tell them all.